Dun, 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 dun.
I have been waiting for this sequel movie for a long time. I loved Murder on the Orient Express. I covered it so many years ago. Remember that? That was like almost when I first started. I loved that movie though. Loved it. Now, not perfect, I'd say, in terms of because it was a little long ago since I watched it. The cast is great. The scenery to the movie is just gorgeous. I mean, if you've seen it, you know how good it looks. I would say the mystery, the mystery itself was good. It was intriguing, at least really at first. But then I remember the ending. I was kind of like, well, I think it was just a little soft on the delivery. A little less explosive than I might have liked for a mystery film. So perhaps they better refine that here. But I've been very interested in a sequel. Now we're finally here. Granted, it's been delayed for a while. And I haven't got a chance to look at it yet, so I'm a little late in covering this. But I've wanted to for some time. Death on the Nile. Basically, Murder on the Orient Express Part 2. I love Agatha Christie mysteries. So this for me is like, oh, okay, huge pull for me. But this, I believe, I don't know, I think it's coming from the same studio, but it's got like a whole new cast lineup other than Kenneth Branagh, and I forget the name of the character he's playing, like Hercule something. I forget exactly his name is, but the guy with the mustache, he's in the movie. But also, I believe Armie Hammer is in this. Gal Gadot is in this, and I'm a huge fan of Gal Gadot. So let's take a look at Death on the Nile and see the story in its best form. I'm very, again, in a sequel or part 2, I'm very excited. Without further ado, we're going to watch this first, and we're going to talk about more of my condensed reviews. I'm watching the video together. Okay. And another one, by the way, this is another one of those Disney projects. Well, I guess Disney in name now, but it was formerly a 20th Century Fox project. One of the last ones, I guess. Okay, without further ado, here we go. Well, now they're calling it 20th Century Studios. Or Pictures, I've heard both. Oh, it's beautiful.
The romance of the desert.
We've traded winter for desert.
Has the power to seduce. I ask you. Have you ever loved so much?
Is that Armie Hammer with the performance? Or is that Kenneth Branagh?
Being so possessed by jealousy.
I think it's Kenneth Branagh. I know Armie Hammer's in some hot water right now, at least from some of the headlines I've seen, but hey, at least the performance looks fine.
Killed.
Not really. It's dated later now, I believe. I think is this set down for like February 2022?
Crime is murder.
Should have hidden it, shouldn't you?
The murderer is one of you.
I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe with any of them.
It's too late to change.
Or should they be worried about being safe with you? Again, who knows? Right, so to be the mystery.
I have investigated many crimes, but this has altered the shape of my soul.
You knew he was going to pop up at
Detective
some
Hercule
point.
Poirot, and I will deliver your killer.
That looks very good. Oh, Russell Brand is in this? Like I said, I might have forgotten some of the names.
How many great stories.
I'll read through that again. I'll find. Oh, he's in this movie. That's funny. Yeah, I know I believe it's February 2022, but it's film doesn't have a date for. I forget the exact date, at least for now. Look, we are in the era of COVID and the era of mass delays and never shifting release dates. But hey, that looks good. Again, well, just like Murder on the Express, a very refined mystery. And, you know, I haven't grown up reading a lot of the, I wish I had, I want to. I want to read some of the Agatha Christie mysteries. Yeah, my first introduction to Agatha Christie was actually through Doctor Who. Obviously that's going to be a much different take than an actual mystery. But at least I was trying to be faithful, at least in the spirit of Agatha Christie. That was a season 4 episode. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Like the Unicorn and the Wasp, I think was the name. It had the big, like, wasp bumblebee looking thing. And basically a reenactment of Agatha Christie. It was actually a very enjoyable episode. I really liked it. And again, like I said, I really enjoyed the majority of, really a lot of the elements of the Murder on the Express movie. But again, like I said, I thought the mystery could have been at least a bit more sensational in terms of the ending. It just kind of softened the delivery for me on the finality of it. Although Michelle Pfeiffer certainly knows how to play a good mysterious character. She's excellent in the movie. Love Michelle Pfeiffer. And Johnny Depp. That guy gets like no more justice anymore. He's such a good actor. I support Johnny Depp, or what is it? No, it's not. I support. I stand with Johnny Depp. I do. I've made my case on that clear in the past, but oh man, I wish he were in the sequel. Well, no, didn't he die in the first one? I forget exactly. It's again, like I said, been a while since I watched Murder on the Express, but it's such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. But Death on the Nile, very different aesthetics. Now we're in Egypt. We're not exactly in the wintertime train scene, so it's a bit different, right? But how similar is this? Not the music choice. The music choice was different from the first trailer. The first one, I believe, used Imagine Dragons, right? I think they used them for the Believer song. Maybe, I'm trying to remember exactly what the trailer was, because it was a long time ago. I think they used actually that song twice. But they might have used a different song in a different trailer as well. I'm not exactly sure. But we're trading wintertime scenery for desert imagery with Egypt, right? And the pyramid shot is beautiful. The fashion choices are incredible, and Gal Gadot is an extremely beautiful lady. So I could say that from Wonder Woman. Obviously, that's how I'm sure most of us are familiar with her. She's just so incredible. I really like every movie she's in. I'm like, oh, Gal Gadot. I want to watch it. Right? She's an incredible woman. This movie though looks very beautiful, but again, it's very different. Now we've traded a train for a boat in the summertime, essentially. At least that's how it looks, right? That type of climate. But really good cast mixture. Like I said, Armie Hammer. I know some of the headlines I've seen. I don't know the story specifically, but I know it was gaining some traction in terms of like some infamous details. But judging by performance here, I haven't seen too much of Armie Hammer over the years, but I'm willing to, from some of the things I've heard, at least from some of the small elements I've seen, he looks like a good actor. So I'm kind of impressed with his performance here. But like I said, I'm trying to judge that story because again, I don't know all the details. But of course, you can't have one of these Agatha Christie mysteries without mustache face. I forget his name, but obviously that's how we all know him. But Kenneth Branagh, who I love Kenneth Branagh, great actor. So who are the names here that I'm forgetting about? Tom Bateman, Annette Bening's in this. Okay, Kenneth Branagh, Russell Brand, Ali Fazal. Not sure you know her. Dawn French, no idea. Gal Gadot, of course. Who else? Armie Hammer, okay. Rose Leslie, Emma Mackey, Sophie Okonodo. I've heard that name. Jennifer Saunders. Letitia Wright. Letitia Wright's in this. I didn't see her in the trailer. Maybe I missed her. Maybe she was somewhere. I did not notice her if she was in here. Oh no, there she is. I see her. I'm a huge Letitia Wright fan. I'm so excited by the. I know I've talked about this before. I'm kind of in a weird phase of Marvel. I used to be a big Marvel fan, but now I'm kind of like a phase 4. Man, half in, half out. And I kind of feel like with Endgame I finished everything, but I am so excited for Black Panther. What's it called now? Wakanda Forever. I think it's the official title. Or essentially Black Panther 2. Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace. But that would have been cool to see a second performance in his own movie with him. But unfortunately, given he passed tragically from cancer. We're in a bit of a different space with the movie, but Letitia Wright is, I believe, going to be in it, and I've been a huge supporter of her for years. I mean, absolutely. I really, my first entrance of her was through Black Panther, and I've loved her ever since. I've wanted so badly to see her again we got to see her in the Avengers movies, of course, through Infinity War and Endgame, but I know she's in, I have to look at that. I haven't looked at it yet. There's a BBC production. I think it's called Small Axe. I think is the name of it. I want to look at that one, but she's in that. And of course, immediately I'm like, oh, well, I think John Boyega is too. I'm like, okay, 2 good draws for me right there, but especially Letitia Wright. I mean, I love watching her. I'm excited to see her in this movie. That's a great addition to the cast. And also, if you didn't know this, she's a Christian too. I've made a secret of the channel. I'm a Christian. And if you look on I don't know if it's still available. It's probably still available. But the YouVersion Bible app, she has a devotional on there. I did take it. It was actually very interesting to hear her perspectives. I whenever I see Letitia's right name, did I say Letitia's right? Letitia Wright's name, it makes me very excited. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her in this role. Although, granted, I didn't see her at first, but again, there's a huge cast in this movie, so you'll forgive me, and the lighting isn't the best, as you can probably tell. I don't know, maybe you're able to tell, but there's a bit of sunlight coming through, and it's not reflecting the best on my computer, where I'm looking at the trailer from. But hey, Death on the Nile, Looks good. I'm excited to cover it for a long time. I'm glad I finally got to take a look at it. It looks like a great follow-up to Murder on the Orient Express, and I could not be more excited for it. For whenever it releases, because, the dates might change. We're used to that, aren't we? What are your guys' thoughts on Death on the Nile? Let me know down below. Don't forget to get stuff for like, subscribe, the sharing, and hit that bell. Until we get to watch more from this movie, I anticipate we're going to get a second trailer, right? You think, because, if the movie's been redated, they're going to need to mount some attention. It's only got one trailer, essentially, so I will be ready. But whenever I get to watch that trailer, whatever trailer I get to watch for the first time, I will see you guys at whatever point that has to be. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Remember, let's tell you, fellow man. God bless, and peace.